All right, welcome to the Drill Down Earnings. I got the latest results from Vertiv, business story behind one stock on the move. I'm Futurum Group's chief market strategist, Cory Johnson. Vertiv earnings, so important because why? This company builds data centers. What's more important than data centers right now? An interesting business. Good quarter from the company, but we want to dig into the business here. This was, I guess, a slight beat, but let's go beyond the miss and the beat and talk about what this business really is. Vertiv, maybe you don't know the name, used to be Emerson Network Power. They make all the stuff that makes a data center: cooling, control, monitoring, power. They slap these things. They build the entire shell of a data center. So you can imagine that's a growth business right now, but modest growth compared to what we see from some other AI companies. Here's what the business did, the actual numbers. $1.9 billion in sales, up 13% on a year-over-year basis. Profits of $233 million, way up from the previous year, almost not comparable. But when we dig a little bit deeper into the business beyond those headline numbers, data center needs of AI are driving additional market demand for this company. And their fourth quarter acquisition of a company called CoolTera, sounds cool, CoolTera. Well, they do liquid cooling. So important for these data centers that run so very hot. High density compute applications driven by AI are cooking. They're really hot things. So this liquid cooling from Terra is a real advantage for this company, and they're going to start to see that, they said, but they just did the acquisition in the fourth quarter. But thermal and power technology is a real core competency for Vertiv, and they think they're going to, with their new CEO in the last year, really benefit from that. So how did the stock react to these numbers? Man, I kind of liked them. Stock traded up as soon as the numbers were announced in the wee hours and gave up a little bit of that. But I think what's interesting about this business is how they're trying to fight some of these basic physical problems with data centers, which is cooling off the data centers and, getting power into these things as they're getting built. And one of the questions asked of the CEO in their conference call was whether or not there were bottlenecks, both from the standpoint of customers' inability to get permits and the ability just to get the power to drive these data centers to keep the things running and keep them cool. Here's the Vertiv CEO, like I said, about a year on the job. Giordano Albertazzi has an interesting take on these things that he says are not slowing them down.
We have dynamics in the sense that certainly our second half orders 23 were strong and good, and that reflects in the way the shape of our backlog in general. We do not see a supply chain bottleneck our end. It's never infinite, but the constraining factor, if you will, if we can call it so, is the fact that simply there's large projects, and large projects we're talking have relatively long requested lead times from our customers. So it's a natural cycle. We were vocal in the past and will continue to be vocal that the whole industry needs to confront itself with power availability, permitting, etc. But I would say that in the 12, 18 months is really the natural pace of build outs and sites, etc.
All right, so power is a big deal. So we're going to keep our ears open for that from other companies that may be dealing with some of these issues about cooling and power in data centers if we're going to get the AI that we all apparently so desperately need. All right, what's it all mean? The big drill down earnings takeaway on one number that means a whole lot. The drill down bite. I'll have that right after this.
The Drill Down is brought to you by Futurum Group, where analysts, researchers, advisors, content creators, and marketing experts help business leaders anticipate and understand shifts in their industries and build strategies to leverage disruptive innovation. With deep analysis, Futurum Group's extensive industry experience delivers reliable research and data, thought leadership, and actionable advice to help you with your strategy and go-to-market efforts. Futurum Group.
All right, we've got the drill down earnings takeaway from the latest quarter from Vertiv, maker of all things data centers, including data centers themselves. Pretty good quarter, $1.9 billion, up 13% from the previous year in terms of top line profits, way ahead of last year, $233 million. And I promise you the drill down earnings bite, one number that means a whole lot. How about this number? $2,919,100,000. That's how much long-term debt this company has. They took that number down by about $250,000 year over year, but still a lot of debt with this company. So I think before we see real benefits from the turnaround of this business, they're going to pay down some of that debt. All right, thanks for listening. Drill Down Earnings. I'm Cory Johnson. Check us out on all the socials, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, absolutely. Follow me at X at Cory TV. Drill Down Earnings, part of the 6-5 Media Group.